students. Today we are going to take the topic division algorithm for polynomial. Divide the polynomial px by the polynomial gx and find the quotient and remainder. So let us take two polynomials. Px equal to x cube minus 3x squared plus 5x minus 3 and gx is equal to x squared minus 2. Now, you can see that Px is having degree 3. The degree of polynomial Px is 3, whereas the degree of polynomial Gx is 2. So, the degree of Gx is less than the degree of Px. Now, where will we place Px? Px will be placed in the position of dividend, where we usually keep the dividend. In that place, we are going to place Px. And what about Gx? Gx will be the divisor. Why? Because the degree of Gx is less than the degree of Px. Here we have taken the divisor and this is the dividend. How can we differentiate the divisor and the dividend? The dividend will be the polynomial with the greater degree and the divisor will be the polynomial with the smaller degree. The next step is to find the quotient. In order to find the quotient, we will divide the first term of the dividend with the first term of the divisor. Step 1. X cubed is the first term of the dividend and then in the denominator we will have the first term of the divisor. This step will be repeated in every time we perform the division process. On simplifying, you can see that the powers will get subtracted, 3 minus 2 and you will get x. Now bring this x to the quotient. Multiply this quotient with the entire divisor. Entire divisor means you have to put the bracket. How to put the bracket? See here. The entire divisor is inside the bracket and then we are multiplying it with our quotient x. We are getting x cubed minus 2x. Now notice here one important thing. Can you realize that the x squared term is missing? Now how to put this x squared term over here? Always there is a rule that below the like terms will place below each other. If here x cubed is there, then below that only x cubed term will be there. So we are not having x squared term, so we are going to use 0x squared. 0x squared will be x 0 and we will also be having a term with x squared. It means this place will not remain empty. Let me show you how. See, this x squared term is having like terms are placed over here, but we were not having x squared term, so we use 0 over here. The other two terms are also placed below the same like terms. And usually students commit one mistake which I am going to show you. Now we got this result x cubed minus 2x. Then this is the mistake which student commit. They don't put the same term like term below the x squared. Here you can see x squared term and this here they put this minus 2x which is not the like term. And this is a mistake which you should not commit. This 2x should have moved over here and this place would be empty. In order to fill this place, we have already used 0x squared. Now the next step is to subtract the two polynomials. In order to subtract, we are going to change the sign of the polynomial which is below the upper one. This polynomial sign will get changed. Here it is. You can see x cubed has become minus x cubed and minus 2x has become plus 2x. After that, you just start adding them. Now you can see that x cubed minus x cubed got eliminated. And this must happen in every step, that first term should get eliminated. If the first term is not getting eliminated, it means you have committed certain mistake over here. Because what is our goal? Our aim is to remove the terms one by one, reduce the number of terms in the dividend. How shall they get reduced? If the first terms will become 0. So in the stepwise, they will become 0. See over here. You can see the first term is 0. Minus 3x squared has come down as it is. 5x plus 2x. Don't forget this minus. Now you have to think of only plus 2x. So 5x plus 2x is equal to 7x. Bring this minus 3 as it is in this position down. Bring it below. Just push it down. Now what is the next step? Take the first term of the dividend and the first term of the divisor and start dividing. Step 2, minus 3x squared is the first term of the dividend and x squared is the first term of the divisor. Now notice that x squared will be in the denominator each and every time because it is in the fixed position. This dividends are changing every now and then because after subtraction we are getting a new part. Again, on simplifying, we'll get minus 3. This minus 3 will shift its position to the quotient. Don't forget to bring this to the quotient. Students sometimes do all the work over here, but they forget to write the quotient also. So be careful about all these things. And the next step is to multiply this minus 3 only. Multiply this minus 3 with the entire divisor by putting the bracket. So you can see minus 3x squared and minus 3 into minus 2 plus 6. Now shift this again to the position over here below this polynomial. Again, be careful that we are not having the term with x, but we need to put certain term over here. So what are we going to put? We are going to use 0x. You can use 0x or you can even keep the space empty. But you should not put this 6 over here. This 6 will not come over here. Be very careful about it. It will be below the constant term. The constant terms will be together. Again, the next step is to change the sign of this polynomial. So on subtracting, we are getting minus 3x squared plus 3x squared. And here 7x will be as it is, minus 3 minus 6. Now you have to forget this plus 6. You have to calculate minus 6. I just told you that the first terms will get eliminated every time as we proceed in the steps. What are we remained with? We are remained with 7x, which will be brought down, and minus 3 plus 6 will be plus 3. Sorry, minus 3 minus 6 will be minus 9. Minus 3 minus 6 will be minus 9. Now, the next step is you have to see that the degree of this remainder. Now, first of all, let us understand whether it is remainder or not. Should we end our process over here or not? How can we understand that we are going to end our process over here? Because the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor. So the process is ending. We cannot divide further. Hence, this is 7x minus 9 is the remainder. And what is our quotient? X minus 3. Now we are going to use the division algorithm. Here you can see that the degree of the remainder is 1, this one, this is 1, the degree is 1. Degree of the divisor is 2. Whenever the degree of the remainder is less than the degree of the divisor, when we get this type of remainders where the degree becomes less than that of the divisor, we have to end this division process. Now we will verify the division algorithm. Dividend is already given in the question. Divisor is also there. We found out the quotient x minus 3 as well as the remainder 7x minus 9. Now according to the division algorithm, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So we are going to substitute these values of these divisor, quotient and remainder from the data over here. First we'll multiply divisor into quotient, and then we are going to add the remainder. Don't forget that the remainder will be added, it won't be multiplied. As you can see that x squared into x is x cubed, minus 2 into x is minus 2x, then x squared into minus 3 is minus 3x squared, and minus 2 into minus 3 is plus 6. This much part is the product part, and this 7x minus 9, be very careful, it is the remainder. Now just group the like terms together. You can see that minus 2x and plus 7x is grouped together, and 6 and 9 are grouped together. Here it is minus 2x plus 7x is equal to 5x, and 6 minus 9 is minus 3. After grouping and rearranging them, we are getting a final polynomial which is x cubed minus 3x squared plus 5x minus 3. And just notice this is equal to the dividend of our question. If this is verified that this polynomial and the polynomial we got after doing this formula, divisor into quotient plus remainder, if these two polynomials are same, then our division algorithm is verified. Now what is the division algorithm? If px and gx are the two polynomials, these are the polynomials which are given to us. Be careful, gx cannot be 0, because if gx is 0, it means the divisor is 0. And how can a divisor be 0? We cannot divide only if it's 0. Then we can find the two polynomials. These two polynomials, qx means quotient and rx means remainder, are found by us on performing the division. Then px will be equal to gx into qx plus rx, where rx can be 0 or the degree of rx should be less than the degree of gx. This result is known as division algorithm for polynomial. Thank you.